name is Megan Summer, and welcome to my channel where we talk all things dating, relationships, and also breakups. So today, let us talk about, so you just got dumped. And what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to keep them on your friends list? Are you supposed to keep following them? Are you supposed to unfollow them? That's a really good question. And honestly, I can't completely answer it for you. I know some people who call themselves coaches or whatever will tell you, oh, you have to keep them because then they can see what you're doing, and you have to let them have that outlet to make sure that they keep up on you, and if you want them back, it'll give them a way to keep in touch with you, all this stuff. And then some will say, no, you have to get rid of them off of everything because it's best for your mental health, and it also shows them they don't have access to you and all this stuff. So it's funny because from my perspective, there are pieces of truth to all of those different perspectives. However, it's a very personal thing, and I know that I've mentioned attachment styles on this channel before, but I don't really dig into them much because neither am I a mental health professional, nor do I claim to know all of those things because they're very, very deep topics. So any of these coaches who don't have formal training that really dive deeply into these attachment styles, I don't know. I mean, I think that they're very important, which is why I tell you to dig into them yourself and then get a therapist and then continue to work on those things forever because they are deeply ingrained from childhood. So anyway, getting back to the idea of what you should do. Should you keep these people who just broke up with you, this person who just broke up with you, on your social channels and basically in your social sphere? That's a personal question because, again, there are benefits to both. It's really something that you have to look at your individual self and say, can I handle having this access to them in some ways? Because when you have been broken up with, your whole world is shattered. And I just went through a breakup about a few weeks ago, and that's going to be another video for another time, but I may mention aspects in this video. But I'm telling you, I know it is not easy. And again, the answers are so personal and based on what you yourself and your personal attachment style and reaction to perceived abandonment can handle. So, okay, getting back to the idea, should you do this or should you not? If you can handle seeing your ex who recently broke up with you on social media, go ahead and keep them. If you can handle the fact that they are going to be posting things, then keep them. If you can handle that they may be dating again at some point, and it may be sooner than you could have ever imagined, then keep them. If you can handle them posting pictures out and not freak out, then keep them. Okay, do you see where I'm going with this? It's going to be really hard. So if you really genuinely are that strong, if you can compartmentalize that, then seriously, go ahead and keep them. And if you really don't have feelings for them anymore, more power to you. I don't know what kind of superhero or weirdo or crazy person you are. Obviously kidding. But seriously, if you don't have feelings for them at all right after you were broken up with and your whole world was shattered and they basically made you feel like you weren't good enough to stay with, because we can't help but feel that way even if it's not true, then by all means, go ahead and keep them because you have it more together than I do. I'll tell you that right now. And I know in another video it was actually my most watched video to date, it was talking about being unfriended by the person who broke up with you. Now that's another topic, but we're talking about someone broke up with you. How do you react with your social media? And again, I'm just saying, if you are strong enough to keep them on there and either not look or handle looking and being okay with what you see and not freaking out and not losing your mental health that you've been able to scrounge up from the rubble, which was the breakup, then seriously, all power to you. You are awesome and congratulations. Because, with time, you may be able to see those things. I'm not strong enough to do that right away. I can't just cut off my feelings like that and then being able to see the new people they're adding, the new pictures, the new places, the new fun things that I would love to be doing with them. Had we not just been broken up with, it's really, really hard. So if you're similar to me and you have just been broken up with and you're like, do I keep them or do I let them go on social media? Do I have them unfollow me? Do I unfollow them? Do what you feel is best. So for example, on Instagram, you can go ahead and unfollow them. And if your profile is private, or their profile is private, then you don't have to see what they have going on, and then they can still see what you have going on if you let them follow you. Or you can even click the unfollow button on them and just don't let them see anything about you if you just don't feel like they deserve any of that. If they've made this decision, not even like to be childish or anything, it's like a respect thing. If you are telling me that you don't want me in your life romantically, and that's what I wanted from this, then I don't have to be your quote-unquote friend, and I'm going to let you go, and you just don't get to have access to me. So you can click make them unfollow you as well. It's a little button in there. It says, remove this person as a follower. Or if you just don't want to see their stuff, if you just can't handle it, then just unfollow them. You don't have to block anyone. It's fine. Unless you do want to. Again, personal decision. But you can let them keep following you if you like, if your stuff is private and all that stuff. The more we talk about it, the more it sounds silly. But at the end of the day, it gets down to the question of not should you keep your ex as a friend. The question is, which avenues of access are going to be helpful or harmful to your mental health? And you need to make those decisions and act upon those in the ways that are going to be best for you. And I can't answer that for you. Only you can answer that. And I really do think that it's worth thinking about. I know, for example, with my last ex, I just said, look, I still care about you. I didn't ask for this. And I'm going to have to go ahead and unfollow you. It's nothing against you. I just don't want to see what you're going to be up to. So I wish you the best. I really, really good luck with everything. But I just can't do it right now. So I added him on Snapchat the first day because I didn't want to see that Snap score going up. I unadded him on Facebook because he mentioned that there was going to be a time where he'd be dating other people. Don't want to see it. Good, more power to you. Hope they're awesome, whatever. Not going to be as funny as me. Not going to look as cool purple lipstick as me. But it's cool. Enjoy. And then I unfollowed him on Instagram. I don't want to see any of it. But if he texts me, no problem. It's fine. I don't want to be friends, but if you have something to ask me or whatever, of course I'll be cordial. But you actively told me that you don't want me to be your girlfriend anymore or a big part of your life anymore. So I have the choice to respond accordingly. And as an adult, I'm choosing to not be your friend because those friendships are always so fake with an ex, at least for the first however long. Like, you're not going to go out for wings with them. Then they've tried that. Doesn't work because they're finding their own life. You're finding your own life. And everything's just weird in between. So no matter what, just give yourself space. Give them space, which is what they're asking for by breaking up with you. It's their choice, it's their decision, so you're respecting their decision. And then whatever falls in between, including social media, is really your choice, because that's the one thing at that point in time that you really have access to, which is how much you control the contact that you're willing to allow. So not a game. It's a smart response in preempting your mental health for the next at least couple of months. It could be longer. I mean, it is hard, especially depending on how long you've dated. I mean, you don't want to see them dating somebody else. It's really hard. And people always say, "Oh, don't check their social media." Okay. Just unfollow. If you can't handle yourself, unfollow them. You'll breathe so much easier. And honestly, after a breakup, all you want is just like a few minutes to feel not insane. Right. Yeah. So do what you need to do. If you feel like you want to block them, I mean, you can. If that's what you really need to do to stay sane, go for it. Otherwise, just even, unfollow or whatever. And I just don't think there's anything like rude or weird or damaging by just saying, "Hey, can't see this right now. I'm gonna let you go. Wish you the best." And then leave them to it. Just let them live their life. They asked for this. You're not being mean. You're not being rude. You're not severing anything that they didn't sever themselves. They initiated this. They asked for this. Give them what they want. And then the age-old question is, well, what if I want them back? Okay, well, you gave them what they said that they wanted. Let them figure it out if that really is what they want. Life without you? I mean, you're probably pretty great, right? Maybe you don't feel great right now because you got dumped. Not fun. But you're still great. And there's still wonderful things about you. And maybe they'll miss you. Maybe they won't. They're going to miss you. You're your own unique person, and you have amazing things that nobody else has. That's a little bonus point here. They're gonna miss you. Of course they're gonna miss you. Let them feel that distance. And in the meantime, when you're not creeping on their social media, if you do choose to get rid of them, or if you're, again, this just super strong person and you just don't even care anyway, you're a unicorn, by the way. Do something for yourself. Go do your nails, rip yourself away from your phone. I know for me, I've been working on my novel. I'm actually only 6 chapters away from being done after like the past 9 years of working on it, maybe 8 years. Seriously, writing a novel is so hard, you guys. And then I've been getting back into YouTube. I finally have a studio again. Oh my goodness, look at this. And I did this within the first week of him leaving, because this is what I need to do to improve my life, to improve myself, to get my sense of self back after a breakup. And even in any relationship, as much as you want to say like you don't lose parts of yourself, like I feel like it's so easy to do, especially after COVID, because so much of our lives have changed. Like many of us are working from home, myself included. I was working from home before COVID, but our whole patterns are interrupted. Like many of us go out less, many of us eat out less, many of us see our friends more infrequently, or we do more things online or whatever. So you just lose like a semblance of what normalcy is. But with a breakup, it's like you're faced with the challenge of looking at yourself in a whole different way. And you can either say, okay, do I like what I see? Or can I understand why maybe the attraction fell for them because I let this, and this slip? And we can't change them or what they did. We can blame them all we want, but it doesn't help anything. Or we can look at ourselves and say, wow, I have so much more to offer the world than what I'm giving it right now. All right, let me do this, and this. And you know what? I'm going to do this for myself, and I'm going to be a much more awesome person, and I'm going to feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And, if it comes back in a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years, whatever, that this person realizes everything that they're giving up by me not being in their life, then I can decide at that point, when they come back to me because they left me, then we'll revisit that issue. But in the meantime, I'm going to make the most of every day, and I'm going to get back the pieces of me that I maybe set aside in this relationship, or get back to those goals that are just going to continue to make me feel like a better person, and then better position myself for the next relationship. And that was all about me, but I'm talking about you too, because I know we all do it. Especially as, women, we want to please people and stuff. And I know a lot of guys watch my channel, and I'm sure that you can relate with that as well, but I'm usually speaking to the ladies. But anyway, I just want you to know that whatever you do as far as unfriending or unfollowing or whatever, don't think about the other person in this situation. And we're always talking about like, oh, it's manipulative, blah, blah, blah. No, it's only manipulative when you are thinking about the other person. Think about yourself here. What is your mental health telling you within the next couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months that you need in order to kind of start moving forward? And if it entails not seeing it, you either delete the app and keep the person completely, like delete the app off of your phone, I'm telling you. Log out, delete. Or you just let it go. Unfollow and whatever. But personally, I suggest getting away from social media as much as possible, just because it'll mess with your mind, especially after a breakup. So anyway, those are some thoughts. Do what's best for you. You are the best investment that you will ever make. You can invest as much as you want in another person, but there's no guarantees in life that they'll be there at the end of the day. You're stuck with you. So how about we build a version of ourselves that we love and that we're proud of, and that anyone would be blessed to be with. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you have any videos you would like me to do a topic on, throw them in the comments. Any stories or any questions or any personal things, feel free to either comment, or if you're not comfortable, go ahead and email me at lovemegansummer@gmail.com, and I will either do a video on it in response, I won't say any names, don't worry, or I will write you back. And I do love getting those emails. I get quite a few, and it's pretty cool. So in the next few months, I will work on some coaching options, but until then, go ahead and just inquire via email. That's fine. And I really look forward to getting back into this. It's been a couple of years, so I got a lot to say, if you can't tell. But anyway, love you guys. And also, I have my personal Instagram. It's lovemegansummer. Feel free to follow me. I just can't decide how much I should be posting on there as far as like the channel stuff. I usually just post like personal stuff, and I've actually been off of it for the past couple of years, just taking kind of a social media hiatus, because honestly, social media is so mentally exhausting. That's one of the things that I love about YouTube, is it's just a little different. It's like real content, So if there's, I don't know, I'm still kind of thinking about what to do with Instagram, but feel free to follow me, and otherwise I might make another account if I feel like it's worth making some shorter videos or something. You can let me know if there's something that you really want to see on Instagram. Otherwise, like I said, lovemegansummer@gmail.com. Send me those stories, send me those questions, and maybe I'll make a video. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye! Do what's best for your mental health, okay?